Hey, what is up YouTube? Murderous Enemy here coming at you with how to build fireworks and just basics and advanced, I guess. There's not really that too much advanced when it comes to fireworks. Everything you need to know about fireworks. So hopefully by the end of this video, you will be a overall master when it comes to fireworks. So basically, we're going to start it off with, if you don't know, this is my creative server. This is where I mess around, do a lot of my creative tutorial videos. So I'm going to do a real quick one over the fireworks here that was added. And so we're just going to hop right into it here. So everything at the bottom is everything that you will need. Now, these aren't the exact numbers that you're going to need for all of these different things. But these are just basically all the materials that you are going to need. So when it comes to making fireworks, the hardest thing that you're going to probably ever need to get is either gunpowder, powder, or the fire charge, which really aren't that hard to get overall anyway. But in order to start our firework, we are going to need some things first before we have our firework. We can't just like sculpt it out of thin air. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to make our firework star just to get started. So how we make a firework star is simple. We take whatever dye we want to use, whatever color we want our firework to become, and we're going to put that on top. Then we're going to have our gunpowder, and then, of course, our fire charge, which is what we need. Basically, it looks kind of like a firework as it is right now. So for this video, I'm going to be using the orange, and I'm going to describe what the light blue dye is for a little bit later. But we are going to do our fire, and then this is going to give us our firework star. And I'm using a texture pack, so yours is going to look a little bit different depending on the texture pack that you have. A link to my texture pack will be in the description of this video. But this is going to be what we are going to have to make right here. We're going to have our dye, then we're going to have our gunpowder, and then our fire charge. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we're going to put our dye, which is going to be our orange dye, then we are going to put our gunpowder, and then we are going to put our, fire charge. Now, as you saw there that we did have our fireworks star without our fire charge here, and what this is going to do is it's just going to make it a small ball. Now, if we make this if we put our fire charge in here, it is going to be a large ball. And if we want to deal with fireworks, we want to deal with large ball explosions. So you don't have to have the fire charge, but if you want like a really wimpy explosion, but we are going big because that's just how we roll. So we're going to be using a fireworks star here. So this is once again how you make the fireworks star right here. Now, once we have our fireworks star, we're going to have to make our actual rocket itself to launch it off. And that's going to be to make our firework rocket. We are actually going to use our fireworks star, which we just built. Then we are going to need paper. And then we don't need 30. That is ridiculous. We only need 1. So 30 is a little ridiculous for making a fire rocket, but there we go. So this is going to be how we make our rocket. We are going to have our fire star, which we just built, paper, and gunpowder. It looks like a rocket right here, and we get our rocket. So this is also what we are going to do. So we are going to take our fire charge, then we are going to put paper on top, and then we are going to have our gunpowder. Now this is going to give us our final rocket. Now I did say that I was going to save something over here at the light blue with the light blue dye, so I'm not done yet. However, this is going to be your at most basic rocket that you are going to be able to build. You take this and you launch it on the ground, and then it's just going to go boom, and it's going to be a large ball of orange dye, which is pretty cool. But like I said, I have this light blue dye over here, so we want to know what that's all about. So I'm going to tell you guys right now what this is all about. So basically, it's called a fade, and what I like about this is it really brings in another color to it. Now, back over where we initially put our dye, we could also put this blue dye here, then we'd have a magenta and light blue explosion as well. But what they did add something called a fade, where it fades out the blue. So how to do that is we just take our initial fireworks star as we made over there, and before we put it into our rocket, we are going to have to, whoops, I just set this land on fire. We are going to have to actually combine it with whatever we want it to fade out to be. So we have our fireworks star and then whatever color we want it to fade out to be. So for this case, I'm going to use light blue. So we are going to go ahead, we're going to put our fireworks star, and then we're going to fade it out blue. Now, as you can see at the bottom here, it says fade to light blue, which is exactly what we want. And once we have that, now we can finish our fireworks star, or I mean our fire rocket. And now if all goes well, I am in creative, so this is going to look totally awesome because we can keep making these things go off. But if we only had one rocket, we'd fire it up, and you can see it kind of faded to blue there. It's kind of hard to see. There it is. You can see it at the end there. It's kind of hard to see. I could have made it black. But it's really cool once you get a bunch of different... If you get a bunch of different rockets, you can just start launching them off all at the same time. And then we have a bunch of firework explosions. As you can see, we see a little blue dust mist there at the end. You see the blue there at the end, so it's kind of cool. But like I said, you can get these things really complicated. It really depends on what you want to do. Like for example, if we want to make this really complicated, there is a way to actually make it a creeper head as well. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out real quick. I think it's just this paper and gunpowder. maybe a fire charge? I don't remember, but there's a way to make it a creeper head as well. But you can basically make it whatever you want to. You can put it in diamond blocks. You can put it in gold blocks. You can make it whichever kind of dyes you want. So, for example, if we wanted a purple firework and we wanted a lime green firework, then we just have to go through the process all over again. Once again, starting with the fire charges and whatnot. So let's see if we can real quick make this thing here real quick. So we'll go this, and then of course we want our different color. So now this is going to be purple and lime. Then we plug that back in here, and then we are going to put our here and here. Okay, so now this is going to give us a different kind of firework. Let's see what this one looks like. Woohoo! That one looked really cool with the purple and green. Anyway, so that's the basics of the fireworks. You guys can go completely crazy with this and just totally go off. And if you are in a survival world, this doesn't actually start blowing up buildings. For example, like it doesn't blow up. Here, I can show you right here. It doesn't blow up anything. It hits right here and it doesn't blow. So it's not used as an explosive, but it's really cool. You can maybe make like a tripwire or something and then somehow it goes off. I don't know. But you know, the sky's the limit when it comes to these things. And that's pretty much the end, actually, when it comes to the fireworks. Anyway, so I hope this helped you guys. If it does, make sure you leave a comment below if you want to see any other kind of firework tutorial video. Or if I didn't quite cover what you wanted to see in this video, make sure you drop a comment down below and I will definitely help you out there. Anyway, I'm Murder Enemy. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thanks.